can afford a septim or two.
Kitten, wearing ribbons, hides his claws beneath his mittens. He leaves the mice scratched and bitten, and returns to bed, a less hungry kitten. You've been a naughty little mouse, Lorne. You've made a lot of noise, and a lot of dates.
Mine's playing tricks on me.
Lorne will never see Sovngarde so long as he is unable to pay his debts. This is clear to even the most dishonest of mice. But if he paid the blood price of his free will, then perhaps there is loophole. Either way, he is no longer on the list. Not your concern. There are names, and they must be scratched off. A gold coin is too round to square this debt. For now, this cat will take a nap. He does not like long hours. He prefers to wake up as the sun goes down. But I am sure we will meet again.
What can I do for you?
Yes? Don't suppose there is.
My
Don't have to be so
brothers.
damn prickly.
Lauren used to say, Elise didn't give two septums about me. He was just jealous.
You know,
Huh?
within you ranges the
I know this
eternal
great.
battle.
I'm not like the rest of the losers here. You can tell the difference, can't you? Need something?
Stoic, while the shadows
yes.
tremble under your feet.
What do you need?
You are the hero, a statue engraved in the sunset. Before you is the enemy horde, lust with her soft bosom, greed with its false shine. I draw my blade against these false idols. I vanquish them with my will. I know this, for I am you. I have languished in the deep waters of sin. I have made mistakes and made them a part of who I am. The more I struggled, the further I descended. I thought I would never again put my feet on dry land. It was only through the gods I discovered it was an ocean of my own creation, of the sweat and tears that were the product of my wickedness. So, I made a different vow, to cast out these vile poisons, to live a life in service of the gods. Hear me, brothers, for I speak truth. In that pit is the maw of self-destruction, a gyre of sin. You are blind to its depths. You cannot see how far you will fall. I know this, for I have fallen. There is no gilded paradise that awaits you. It will leave you forever out of reach, foul and hopeless and stinking of death. Yet, all is not lost. This pit, these quenches, they are both our destruction and our salvation. For the bottom is not the end. Brothers, what I say now, I say for the future. There will come a time when you have touched the depths of despair. When you can no longer...
So, what's your pleasure? Wolves, wine, or wenches?
Will you find the strength to climb? So, I say to you...
Oh, then you're in the wrong place. This isn't exactly a temple. Although we do have our own priest.
Of course, most of us come for Daedra. Compared to her, the wine is flat and the wolves are dull.
Rockar's the boss, but he keeps to himself. We used to see his daughter running around here, but word is she's sick. Seems like ages ago. I was on my way to Solitude when a snowstorm hit. I came for the shelter. I stayed for everything else. What I like about this place is the variety. They have all kinds of wenches and all types of drinks. Personally, I like a woman who's a little rough around the edges. Not all women know how to handle themselves in a fight, but the best ones do.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm glad I ran into you. I was wondering if you...
I agree. Why tie yourself down to one woman? I say that, and here I am, doing just that. But Deirdre's not just any woman.
Hearts. Every one of them.
Not just any wench. The wench. The one everyone here would spend a fortune to bag. There ain't a man, woman, or beast in the 9 provinces who wouldn't sell their soul to be with her. That's what Brother Renmar doesn't understand. He wants to show us the face of the gods. Well, I see it in every person that comes out of that room.
Yes? Aye. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Need something?
I don't owe you money, do I?
Hmm?
Need something? Yes? Get away.
Hello.
Oh, hi. I'm glad I ran into you. I was wondering if you...
Hello, ladies. Is there anything a big, strong man can do for you this fine day?
I don't know.
I want to have the cages moved outside. I know it makes us more visible, but their howling is upsetting Viola. I don't know how to break it to you, boss. Viola's been dead for weeks. Nonsense. She's simply tired. You'll be back to your old self in no time, won't you, girl?
So you want us to move the cages? It'll make it awfully hard to bring the wolves into the pit.
Yes. I mean, maybe. See, if the wolves can be tunneled further first. If not, then we have no choice but to move them outside. You must be Lord. I was told to expect you, and here you are. You're much taller in person, sharper as well. My Viola had eyes like you once, when she was a cub. My daughter, she's lost a lot of her vigor in recent weeks. She's normally out there, mingling with the crowds, but you know that. I understand you're quite the gambler, and you have a debt that must be paid. That's how I knew who you were, without ever having met you. I knew you were Lorn the moment our eyes met. Are you a godly man, Lorn? And I don't mean 8 or 9 or whatever old gods the Forsworn worship. What I mean is, do you believe there is a purpose to tragedy? Do you believe the future is paved through the gods' design and not our whim? Which is precisely why you are here. When Viola took ill, I was left with an unenviable choice. Curse the gods who did this, or blame myself for neglecting her. Perhaps I owed her more time, and this is the price of my debt. I was searching for an answer when I started combing through the books. I found a client named Lorn, whose depths were so egregious they could only be paid with blood. And I knew then that whatever the reason, whether it be design or whim, the solution was the same. It is no coincidence that you are who you are. The gods brought us together, so that you may pay my debt. For what I want isn't gold, or blood. It's a wolf. This wolf used to be one of my best fighters. I favored him, so did Viola. The two were inseparable. But a feral animal is not a pet. One day it bit her, and I had no choice but to release him back into the wild. Meanwhile, Viola had taken ill. An infection, they say. I don't know if she'll recover. I should have killed him. I know now for my Viola to have peace, this wolf must die. That part is irrelevant to you. All that matters is that you have a debt, and I am offering a way for you to pay it. But if that is not enough of a carrot, then consider this. Do this for me. I'll give you a night with Daedra on the house. I'm afraid I don't know who that is. The orcs keep to themselves. The Jarl's men do the same, provided we keep them satisfied. Brother Renmar is our best customer. The men tolerate his speeches, but welcome his advice. It was born from my love of wolves. The wolf is a fierce but graceful creature, with a beauty far superior to any man. This beauty is most evident when the wolf is in motion, attacking its prey. It is pure poetry. The same is true of my servers. The men and women here dress the way they do to celebrate the beauty of the physical form. If a patron wishes to pay to see this form in motion, I will not deny him this pleasure. Yes, Lorne. And from what I understand, you're not a stranger to either.
Need something?
Did you need something?
Well done, Lorne. Well done. I can already see my daughter is starting to perk up. Oh, now that he has his soul, RK will not take hers. My debt is settled, as is yours. You lack faith, Lorne. It's not unusual for people who have been kicked around as much as we have. Yet I assure you, it is nothing more than a test. Have faith, and you will be rewarded. The gods, after all, rewarded me with you. But I shouldn't keep you. You must be eager to see Daedra. Here, take the key to her chambers, and a little something extra for the pits.
Over here, handsome. Let me get a good look at you. You are quite lovely. I think I'll enjoy our time together. Name your pleasure, ᵯᴑᴆ, and discover it for the first time. Love, passion, desire. Only through this body will you experience them as they were meant to be. Finally, someone who knows what they want. And yet, you still know nothing. Only I know what you truly desire. You chase the flesh of another, a dead man like the one before you, and the one before him. It's obvious. You desire Lorne, who wanted Elandir, who thought only of another. Like all patrons, you tell me your secrets, and I show you mine. But the one you seek is a ghost, for that man denied my offering, and only the dead earn that distinction. Lorne was like you. His desire blossomed from the seed of the dead, a journal written by Elandir Darksteel. He followed the trail here, for the final echoes of any man, whether they be spoken by tongue or quill, will always whisper my name. I told him what I told Elandir, and what I will tell you. A dead man will never bring you pleasure. Elandir took my advice. He abandoned his brothers and gave me his diary as proof. Yet Lorne persisted. I offered him my body. He wanted the book. Men are always finding new ways to disappoint you. He was still wearing that smile a week later when he gave me this key. It's a face I know all too well. I don't know how Lorne died, but I know Elandir experienced pleasures will ever know. It remains to be seen whether you will know the same. But I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. I have a feeling it's right in front of you. I love a forceful man. Let's not waste another minute talking. That was amazing. There aren't many clients who can satisfy me. Only an experienced lover would be able to do what you just did. Or a talented one. Some say I lead people astray. They say I make people betray their spouses, when all I really do is allow you to be true to yourself. I'm in the business of knowing. Everything you've done here, you've done for a reason. Your eyes tell me the rest.
You were in there with Daedra, weren't you? You lucky bastard.
Yeah? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Yes. Need something.